Hey, Sherwood.
Hello, Rabbi.
Hey.
There's
Shabbat
4
shalom.
people on here. Where are they?
Don't you worry.
Hello, people. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Gloria.
Here.
I hear somebody in the background.
Yeah.
See? Good Shabbos, everybody.
Good Shabbos. Are you the director?
No, she is.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I was looking for. Oh, yeah.
Hi, Gloria.
Hi there, Steve.
I've been talking to you all, and
Hello, Barbara.
hi, Sherwin. I said hi, beautiful.
Hello, Rabbi.
Hello, Rabbi. I said hello,
Bye.
Linda.
Hello.
I can't
Oh, you
tell
already
you.
said hi to me and I just didn't hear you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I was muted and I didn't realize that I came on as muted. Linda, I can't tell you, based on the book group, how many times I have thought about the question you raised. Where would your loyalties lie?
Oh,
That was such an excellent question, and it became an even more excellent question, with what's going on in the world right now.
oh. Did you get the thing that I sent to Jody because I didn't have your address today?
Grab some water, excuse me for 1 second.
Hi, Ellen.
Hey, Ronnie.
Hi.
Hi, Ellen. Hi, honey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Linda, were you talking to me when you said, did I get the thing that you sent to Jody?
I sent something to Jody about the author of the book we're reading now.
Oh, no, I did not get it. There is the program at the Westport Library, which I hope everybody knows about. And I gotta say, this book I'm not that far into it, but it's beautifully written. I'm reading it on my Nook and I keep putting in little bookmarks, not because of the content, but because of the language. He's a really good writer.
Yes.
Helen, read the book and join us.
What book is it?
Called A Play for the End of.
Oh, okay. I just went
And the
and
author is speaking, I think he's actually speaking in person at the Westport Library.
Right,
You can
Monday
attend
at 7:00.
Monday, I'm
Oh.
sorry. You can attend in person
Yeah.
or on Zoom as you wish, but that's kind of a rare opportunity to be reading something and hear the author speak. But he's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful writer. And I am also going to say I may sign off a bit early, and I apologize, and don't be concerned if I disappear.
Okay. We shouldn't send in the cavalry to book the right.
Did any of you listen to Rehan Pasternak last night and her discussion? Not her discussion with her call with her nephew in Ukraine with Beit Havrim. It was just, it was 4:00 in the morning there. He lived like 2 cities away from the nuclear plant, the largest nuclear plant in Europe, that was on fire while he was talking to us, not knowing if it was going to blow up and destroy Europe. And, it was a pretty incredible conversation. And and I just want to share this because it just speaks to what wasn't in the news that he shared. And he's, a married man with 3 little children. What he shared is, as the Russian army descended on this nuclear power plant, the Ukrainian army was nowhere nearby. And the local civilians defended the plant for 3 days. They held off the Russian army. Just people, just, loyal civilians who said, you're not going to do this. This is going to destroy the world. And then the Russians finally, threw a grenade, and thankfully they threw the fire was in an adjacent building, and the reactor did not blow up, and the world didn't end. But it was burning as he spoke to us at 4:00 in the morning in Ukraine. It was a pretty incredible conversation. And we asked, if they were leaving, and he said, well, I'm of military service age, I can't. And he said, and my wife won't. But he said the car is packed with everything they might need. So at a moment's notice, they can get in the car and leave, if it comes to that. Just like an incredible situation to be living in. And one more thing, somebody said, because people have asked this, somebody said, are the Russians singling out Jews? And this was the one thing I understood. Ramon went, "Niet, niet, niet." He was like, no. But the Russian propaganda, because the Russians have taken over all the TV stations that are still operative, the Russian propaganda is saying they are there to fight the huge number of Nazis in Ukraine and to save the people from the Nazis. And there are no Nazis in Ukraine. It's just, it's insane. So that's, my takeaway. And then I was on a call at 7:00 this morning with Save the Children staff in Romania and Poland about what they're seeing. And scary situation.
It is. Oh, I'm glad you got to go to that program last night.
Well, it was, it was late, and it was even later because Rayhan was trying to connect with him. And I guess Zoom no longer, as the Russians cut back, come back, there's no more TV, there's no more anything, there's no more Zoom. So she was able to just get him on the phone. And it didn't matter because he was speaking Ukrainian or Russian or whatever he was speaking. So and every once in a while she held the phone up so we could see him. But we obviously, except for niet, didn't understand anything he said anyway, so.
Yeah.
But
when it comes to a situation like this, I don't think polished technology matters one bit. It just matters that you can connect to someone who.
No, but the fact that little by little the Russians are taking over, taking away, destroying all the technology, that's what that represents. That wasn't, oh my goodness, my Zoom won't work today. That was, the Russians are, as he said, they've taken over. We have no local TV anymore. The only TV station we have is a Russian controlled station. And, so
Yeah.
Scary stuff.
It sounds awful. Well, we certainly keep that situation in our prayers as we head into a Shabbat of peace. And we pray for that everywhere in the world. So everyone will ask you to hit your mute button and open your Siddur to page 14. page 16. There's a lot of jumping up and down over here, everybody. If you feel like jumping up and down too, go for it. It's really good music for that. נכון? שיר לאדוני, שיר חדש, שיר לאדוני כל הארץ, שיר לאדוני ברכו שמו, אסור מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים יבואו בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומולה מאוד, מזמור שיר לאדוני, שיר חדש, כי נפלאות עשה, הושיע לו, ימינו וזרוע, קודשו הודיע, אדוני ישועתו, לעיני הגויים גבעתיקתו, זכר חסדו ואמונתו, לבית ישראל רב כל ארצי הארץ, את ישועת אלוהי. Hi Michelle. הריעו לאדוני כל הארץ, יצפו ורננו וזמרו, זמרו לאדוני בכינור, בכינור וכל הזמרה, בחצוצרות וכל שופר, הריעו לפני המלך אדוני, יראה הים ומאור, תבל ויושביה, נהרות ממך וכף, יחד הרים ירדנו לפני אדוני כי בא לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט ברמות בצדק ועמים וישרים, יא נה 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 נה, יא נה 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 נה, יא נה 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 נה, יא נה 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 נה, יא נה 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 נה, יא נה 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 נה, יא נה 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 נה, יא נה 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 נה, יא נה 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 나 We'll turn to page 20. We'll rise for Mizmor LeDavid. Oh, I have to make sure I have all of my accoutrements. Mizmor LeDavid, Aful Adonai b'nei Elim, Avul Adonai, Kavod ba'os, Yain, Yain, We're seated. Lechadudim. מוכנה לשיר? Yeah. Okay. Tiferet, Belitilav, Lechadoli, Likakala, Bene Shabbat, Kabbalat, Likat Shabbat, Lechomenecha, Kineko, Haberach, Haberosh, Mikadeh, Yesu, Paso, Maaseh, Bemachshavah, Tefila, Lechadoli, Likakala, Bene Shabbat, Kabbalat. Shabbat is here. Everybody, please be seated. We'll jump to the bottom of page 23. I can tell I've been strumming and everything hard. All my nail polish is falling off today. Who knew that would happen? You did? Okay, my dad
No.
says.
What a tragedy.
Sorry. As they say, TMI. Yeah, that's my dad. Okay. Yeah. Perfect Adonai, Bechatot Eloheinu Yafrihu Od Yenuva Beseva Tesheni Beradani Yiyu Lehagim Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri Velo Avlatabo. Nice, Mom. Page 24, 2 lines above the box. Mourner's Kaddish for all those in a period of mourning or here for observing a yard site. Middle of page 24. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei rabbah be'alma divra kirtei ve'amlich malchutei v'chayechon ufyomechon ufchaye dechol beit Yisrael v'adala v'yisman karim v'imru amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei mayach Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yithaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha brichu la'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba mishmaya v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Everyone, Shabbat shalom. Bruce, Shabbat shalom to you. So we were talking just at the beginning about, the current topic of conversation, the war in Ukraine, and I have the same prayer that I brought last week that I thought we could offer right here in the middle of our tefillah to help focus our thoughts on our brothers and our sisters and so many people that we don't know who are just suffering so much and their lives are being turned upside down. And so I'm gonna share.
May I something before we start?
Yeah.
I learned late this afternoon that the young man and his family who I was talking about are going to all try to leave Ukraine. It's very dangerous. And I'm not somebody, I don't know him. I am not somebody who prays. And I find that I am sitting here asking God to protect him and his family because I saw him on an iPhone. So I would ask that maybe while we're doing this for everybody, we say a special whatever, or give a special thought to Ramon and his family, that they are able, him and his wife and his 3 children, that they are able to leave Ukraine safely and find peace.
Amen. Paul and Ronnie, would you like to lead us in this prayer? I shared it on the screen. I don't know if you can see clearly there. Ronnie, can you hear me there? Yeah, Paul and Ronnie, I'd love.
Okay, okay.
Wasn't sure if you could hear me.
Prayer for the Ukraine. God in heaven, creator of all flesh, worker of wonders, do not stay silent, do not remain voiceless, do not keep aloof.
Keep going.
For
an evil man has come to power and declared war on another country, saying, "We will rise up violently against you in battle." But you, God, have commanded us in your sacred scriptures, saying, "Do not stand idly by the blood of your neighbor. I am God, therefore make the aggressor desist from destruction." We pray to you now, God of the spirits of all flesh, to use your infinite power to end these acts of bloodshed and terror, spread peace across the earth, and bring joy to all its inhabitants, so that the words of the prophets can be fulfilled. The warriors will
be broken,
and peace will be promised to all peoples. God will judge between the nations and arbitrate between many countries. They will beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. And let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. And as each day goes by and different communities are connecting to individuals and families who are in Ukraine, as Barbara was sharing before, I think each of us is learning a little bit more whom it is, to whom it is that we are including. That's not right. I'm going to start that again. Who it is that we're praying for. Sometimes when you try to do grammar, the whole thing just falls apart. But to keep Ramon and his family in our minds. And as I shared last week, Rabbi Reuven, who's the Masorti rabbi of all the communities in Ukraine, he's certainly ministering to a lot of Jews right now. So it's rough for everybody, no matter what their situation. And we really hope that this comes to a swift resolution very, very quickly. Hi, Joanne. Shabbat Shalom. I just wanted to mention that tomorrow morning is a very exciting morning in Shul, both in the general sense and also in our specific sense, in case any of you are planning to come. In the general sense, we're concluding the book of Shmot tomorrow, reading Parashat Pekudei. So this whole cycle of reading about the Mishkan, the tabernacle, comes to a conclusion tomorrow with Moshe putting on the finishing touches. And then by next week, we're already hopping right inside the Mishkan and learning what'll happen with sacrifices. So if that's what you've been eagerly anticipating, it's coming. My mom has been eagerly anticipating. She likes me. In the specific sense, though, we are honored that Keith is sharing another Devar Torah tomorrow. So I know many of you love to hear his words. So I hope that you either come inside or tune in on the live stream. to hear his words. And at the end, we're going to be enjoying Kiddush for the first time in 2 whole years, everybody. This is momentous. So they're in individual boxes for everyone who's coming to shul. The other exciting thing that's happening tomorrow is that one of our young people, Melanie Rutherford, is earning her Keter Torah Award. This is an award that we created, I don't know how many years ago, 4 years ago, something like that, for our post B'nai Mitzvah students to learn and read 13 more Torah Aliyot before they finish high school. So she's going to be receiving her very own Tikkun, which is the book that Torah readers use to prepare, obviously a certificate. And there is already a plaque embossed with her name on our plaque in the hallway of all of our students who have earned this prestigious award. So please consider coming to celebrate her. It's really good stuff. We're going to turn to Mariv now on page 28. And you're invited to rise. Yes. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. We'll all be seated. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bidvaro Ma'ariv Aravim B'chokhma Poteach She'arim U'v'tevuna Meshane Itim U'machalif Et HaZmanim U'msader Et HaKochavim B'mishmerotehem Barakia Kirtzono Borei Yom V'Layla Golel Or Mipnei Choshech V'Choshech Mipnei Or U'ma'avir Yom U'mevi Layla U'mavdil Ben Yom U'ben Layla Adonai Tzvaot Shemo El Chai V'Kayam Tamidim L'Chaleinu Le'olam Va'ed Baruch Atah Adonai Hamariv Aravim Ahavat Olam Beit Yisrael Amecha Ahavta Torah Mitzvot Chokim U'Mishpatim Otanu Limadeta Al Ken Adonai Eloheinu B'Shochaveinu U'Kumenu Nasiach B'Chukecha V'Nismach B'Divrei Toratecha U'V'Mitzvotecha Le'olam Va'ed Ki Hem Chayenu Be'orech Yameinu Uvahem Neged Yomam V'Layla Ve'ahavatecha Al Tasir Mimanu Le'olamim Baruch Atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha B'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam v'shivtecha b'veitecha v'velechtecha b'derech v'shokvecha u'kumecha וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובישעריך. והיה, אם שמעתי שמוע מצוותיך שלו, ומצוותיך היום לעבר, Adonai Elohechem Amen. Oh, let's read on the top of page 32. Ellen and Joel, would you like to unmute and lead us here?
Sure. We affirm the truth that Adonai alone is our God, and that we are God's people, Israel. God redeems us from the power of kings and delivers us from the hand of all tyrants, bringing judgment upon our oppressors and retribution upon all our mortal enemies, performing wonders beyond understanding and marvels beyond all reckoning. God has maintained us among the living, not allowing our steps to falter, guided us to triumph over mighty foes, and exalted our strength over all our enemies, vindicating us with miracles before Pharaoh, with signs and wonders in the land of Egypt. God smote in wrath Egypt's firstborn, brought Israel to lasting freedom, and led them through divided waters as their pursuers sank in the sea. When God's children beheld the divine right, they sang in praise, gladly accepting God's sovereignty. Moses and the people Israel joyfully sang the song to you.
Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar b'kodesh, nora tehilot osef ele, malchutecha rov anecha, bokei hayam lifnei Moshe, ze eli anu ve'amru, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. And Barbara, would you lead us on the top of 33 or your equivalent there? Just hit your unmute, please.
So sorry. I guess it'd be better if I wasn't. Help us, O Lord, to lie down in peace and awaken us to life again, our King. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us and shelter us in the shadow of your wings. You, O God, guard and deliver us. You are a gracious and merciful King. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Lord, who spreads a shelter of peace over us, over all his people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Thank you. Ushmor tzeitzenu avoenu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam ufros aleinu sukat shalomecha baruch ata Adonai haparei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim v'shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. איי 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 ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. כל הכבוד. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעלמא דברה קראתי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא V'yitadar, v'yitalev, v'yitalav, shemei kudsha brichu, le'ela, min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata, v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma, ve'imru, amen. Amidah 35 to 38. Ose shalom bimroma, oya ase shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ya ase shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ya ase shalom. Shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Neimru, amen. We'll turn ahead to page 47. לא, אני עושה את התפילה, את יכולה רק לקפוץ לשירותים. אוקיי? יכולה לחזור.
Just wait for me.
אוקיי, בבקשה.
Just wait.
יאללה. ויחלו השמיים והארץ וכל צבאם.
Hi.
ויחלו ביום השביעי מלאכתו אשר עשה. וישבות ביום השביעי מכל מלאכתו אשר עשה. ויברך אלוהים את יום השביעי ויקדש אותו. כי בו שבת מכל מלאכתו אשר ברא אלוהים לעשות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק אלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא אל עליון קונה שמיים בארץ מגן אבות בדברו מחיי מתים במאמרו האל הקדוש שאין כמוהו המניח לעמו ביום שבת קודשו כי בם רצה להניח להם כי בם רצה להניח להם לפניו נעבוד ביראה ופחד ונרצה לשמוע בכל יום תמיד ואין הברכות אל ההודעות אדון השלום מקדש השבת וברך שביעי ומניח בקדושה, ועבדו שני עונג, זכר למעשה בראשית. אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו, רצנו חטאנו, קדשנו במצוותיך, וצדק חלקנו בתורתך, שמנו מטובך, ושמחנו מישועתך, וציינו לעבדך באמת. מאכילנו אדוני אלוהינו, באהבה וברצון שבת קודשך, ואנו חובה ישראל מקדשי שמך. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. יתקדש ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קריטי, ויאמין כמו וחטא בחייך, ומלכנו וחיי זכו בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבם לברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח, יתברך שמה ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי תקודשה בריחו. לעילה מכל ברכתה ושירתה, תשבחתה ונחמתה, תאמירן בעלמא, ואמרו אמן. תתקבל צלחתנו ועצון זכו ישראל, קודם ובהוני בשמיה, ואמרו אמן. יש למה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עלינו on page 51. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגור עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לבני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Yeah. Can you sing that for me?
The whole song. Oh, I just had a request, everybody. שעונת השמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומשב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו, וגובה מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד אמת מלכנו, אף בזולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, וידעת יום בשבעת אל לבביך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. כיף ובא. This fun. Okay. As we turn to just one more second. Everybody, can you help? Thank you. As we turn now to Kaddish at the end of our tefillah, I want to extend condolences to the Billig family. Bruce, I don't know if you're Bruce Billig. I still haven't figured that out, but if you are, we're very sorry for the loss of Beth's aunt, Estelle Cohen. May her memory be a blessing. We also want to note the yard sites that we're observing in our Beth El family this week, as we remember Erwin Littman, Norman Stein, Ina Heller, Philip Berkowitz, Harry Steinberg, Philip Greenblatt, Sonia Wilstein, Joseph Schwartz, and Lawrence Wilkins. May all of their memories be for our blessing. Kaddish is on page 52. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei rabba, be'alma divra kirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon, v'yomechon, v'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, Bagala Visman Karim Veimru Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabban Varach Le'alam Ulamealaya. Yitbarach Vishtabach Vipa'ar Vitramam Vitnase. Vit Hadar Vit Ale Vit Halal Shemei Dekucha Brichu. La'ela Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata Tushbechata V'Nechemata Damiran Be'alma V'Imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shmaya V'Chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Imamav Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'Imru Amen. Everybody, Shabbat Shalom. Wonderful to spend the beginning hour of Shabbat with all of you this evening in song and in prayer, both for personal things and for global things. In addition to all the wonderful things happening tomorrow morning, you know that we're hosting worldwide author Anita Diamond tomorrow night and on Sunday morning for in-person programming, talking about her full body of work, both the books that she has written as well as the mikveh in the Boston area that she helped to found. So I'm really excited to interview her and then to take questions from the audience, both those in person and those who will be joining on Zoom tomorrow night. Sunday morning is just in person, and we'll be packing 100 tote bags with Dignity Grows and donating those period products to folks in our Norwalk community who really need them. So looking forward to seeing you at those events too. And we're just coming out of Rosh Chodesh Adar Bet. It's the actual month of Adar now, the second one this year, which means that Purim is in 12 more days. Yeah, it's in 2 weeks on Wednesday night, and our theme is Encanto, the newest Disney movie. If you haven't seen it, I, as an adult, although fun-loving, as you know, really, really loved it. And your Purim experience will actually be enhanced if you have seen the movie. You could still come if you haven't seen it. But we've got dinner for everybody with your RSVP to let us know which items you want. And we're going to have fun. It's going to be outside in the parking lot as long as the weather is okay enough for that. And yeah, as they say, Misha Nichnas Adar, when the month of Adar comes in, Marbin Besimcha, we turn up the happiness level. So now's the time to do that before Purim. I think those are all the things that I have in my, oh, no, that's not true. You all received your artist in residence Maccabees invitation in the mail. And I hope that you're planning to join us that day for fabulous performance. So please do RSVP to let us know how you're going to be participating so we know how to have food ready for you. Because, you know, we're sort of back to food and it's exciting. Barbara, do you want to say something?
I actually, you sort of answered it. I was going to ask if Anita Diamond is just going to talk about her newest book tomorrow night, or if she's going to talk about, you know, the Red Tent and other things.
On Sunday, she's going to focus on her newest book, Period of Sentence. And tomorrow night, it will be more global.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, you had answered that, which is why I didn't say anything.
Okay, cool. Well, let us conclude with Kiddush. I'm just going to grab mine from the other side of my table.
While you do that, can I just say, Joanne, you look very pretty. I like what you're wearing. It's very colorful. You add happiness to our screen.
There you go. Joanne dressed for Adar. All right. Here we are. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon yinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra kodesh, זכר ליציאת מצרים, כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש השבת. לחיים.
Amen.
Thank you. You know, when I do Shabbat with the preschoolers, there's one teacher who's been there forever, Miss Marla. She's the Amener for Borei Pri Hagafen. And when we were doing it on Zoom last 2 springs ago, I had to make sure she was unmuted, ready to go at her time.
Ameners can be either created or born.
Oh.
No, I think they're born.
You don't think you could be trained?
No.
Well,
You know, it's like people used to ask me, can you make somebody a good writer? And I would say, you can make them better, but if they're not good, you can't make them good. Some of it is just talent. It can't be Mozart unless God gave you that.
fair. That's fair. Well, everybody, I wish you all a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
To your parents as well, even though we didn't get to see them.
Yeah, there's a little going. They're a little preoccupied over here. As you can tell. I'll double their salary.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Shalom.